You know what I don't understand is why are these NBA fans who attend these games feel like they're entitled to just throw objects onto the court at players who play for the opposing team? I mean, we just saw the Celtics lose to the Nets and a fan threw a water bottle at Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving went off in this game. He scored 39 points. I think KD scored 42 points. I mean, the Nets just absolutely dismantled the Celtics. And I mean, and the fan is such a hater and such a sore loser that he decides, oh, I'm just going to chug a water bottle at Kyrie Irving. Now, the individual who threw the bottle has been arrested and charged with one count. I believe it was for with assault with a weapon or something like that. He's been charged with assault, and it's basically a felony. I guess they're going to charge him with a felony, and rightfully so. I mean, you might be thinking it's just a water bottle, but I mean something that comes down at a trajectory that high. I don't care if it is a water bottle. It could hurt. It could have caused, if it hit you in the right place, it can cause a major injury. You know, people don't understand something that comes from a high trajectory and it hits you. It it can cause, like, it could potentially cause a concussion or something even worse because of the impact and the gravity. So I don't care if it is a plastic water bottle, but that's neither here nor there. I don't understand. Again, it goes back to my point. This isn't the first time in these playoffs. See, the thing is, these players feel like, or excuse me, these fans feel like just because they pay a crazy amount of money to attend these games, they think they can do whatever they want. No, you can't. You're still breaking the law. You cannot be throwing things on the court at players that you are opposed to. Now, we just had recently within the same playoffs, we had recently Trey Young, the star player for the Atlanta Hawks, who got spat on by a fan of the New York Knicks. Now, it's bad enough that it's disrespectful. For one, you don't spit on anybody. That's reason for anybody who wants to fight you after you spit on them. They're well within their right to do whatever they do to you. I'm usually not an advocate for violence, but you don't spit on anybody. That's very disrespectful. And then on top of that, we're in the midst of a pandemic, or at least, I guess it hasn't really been as bad as it was last year, but nevertheless, we just got out of a pandemic, a crisis, whatever you want to call it, with this COVID-19 situation, and you're spitting on somebody. It's absolutely disgusting. It's dangerous in the sense that that's germs, and it's disrespectful. That player, or excuse me, that fan, whoever it was, should be banned for life. If you ask me, you don't spit on somebody unintentionally. That's intentional. And we also had the incident in with the Wizards, with the what was it, the uh God dang it, who were the Wizards playing, the 76ers. Okay, almost forgot. The 76ers fan threw popcorn at Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook was looking to confront that individual. Now, again, I don't understand what it is about these fans that just throw stuff on the court. Like, they're lucky, they're lucky this didn't turn into the Malice in the Palace back in 2004. I remember that. I was a freshman in high school when that occurred, where that Pistons fan in Detroit threw that beer on Ron Artest, and Ron Artest charged into the stands. Now, again, I don't understand how these fans, how they did not learn from that. I don't get it. You just don't throw stuff on the court. You don't throw objects on the court. And these individuals should be dealt with accordingly. That's all. I just wanted to rant on that again, and it goes just to go back to the Russell Westbrook situation. I don't understand. You're throwing popcorn, and it's bad enough that you're throwing objects on the court regardless. Like, you shouldn't throw, but your team is winning. You're literally up 3-0. Your team is winning. The 76ers are beating the Wizards in the first round playoff series. It's not over yet, but it looks like, technically it's over, because 3-0 is a very, difficult deficit to overcome. But by all intents and purposes, this series is over. It may be a sweep, who knows? Or maybe the Wizards at least give them a game, and, but it ends in 5 in the 76ers' favor. But regardless, not to veer off topic, but you're winning. Your team is winning. Why are you throwing popcorn on the play? Your team is winning. You shouldn't win or lose. As a fan, you're supposed to display a level of you're supposed to display decorum. Like, this is like you're an adult. You're an adult in a public place, and you're acting worse than a child. Like, children come to the game, don't even act like this. And you're an adult, and you can't even conduct yourself like an adult. It's just downright embarrassing, man. Like, straight up. I'm just fed up with these fans that attend these games. They feel like, oh well, I paid all this money for these tickets, I should be able to act a fool if I want to. No, it does not work like that. And again, good thing, I understand, it's a good thing that the security or whoever separated these players, because these players have a right to get pissed off when a fan throws an object on the court, especially if they spit on you. So however they respond is definitely justifiable. However, I understand that they still can't put their hands on the fan. So, so it's a good thing that these security guards or their teammates or whatever restrain them from going up into the stands, because I can understand in the heat of the moment when something gets thrown at you and and you see who did it. Oh yeah, you gonna have a problem with that person, and you're gonna want to confront them. So that's all I want to say. I'll leave it at that. Again, if you're attending a game, please conduct yourself like you have some sense. I mean, come on now. These adults act like they don't have home training. Like, just go to the game. If you lose, just lose. Go home. Go home and cry it out or sulk or whatever. Do what you have to do. Be disappointed. But it's not worth you getting a lifetime ban potentially from going to another game at a particular arena, or maybe even cross the NBA. They might not let you go to any NBA games if they know who you are. Like, it's not worth it over one loss, or because you don't like the opposing team's star player. It's not worth it. People, go to the game, act like you have some sense. That's all I have to say. Conduct yourself with decorum, and that's all I have to say. It's that simple. It's not hard. Don't throw objects on the court. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for listening. Peace.